In the quiet town of Maplewood, nestled amidst towering oaks, lived a man named Henry. Henry was a kind and ordinary individual, just like any other person you might pass by on the street. He had a fear that plagued him, one shared by countless others: the fear of the dark. Every night, as the sun surrendered to the embrace of the horizon, Henry's heart quickened its pace. The arrival of darkness would send shivers down his spine, awakening a primal dread within him. He would rush to illuminate every corner of his house, leaving no room for the shadows to hide. One evening, a storm enveloped the town in its sinister grasp. The rain poured relentlessly, drumming on rooftops and windows, as if nature itself sought to amplify the terror. Henry, alone in his home, clung to the feeble light emanating from his flickering lamp. The storm seemed to amplify his fear, transforming it into a tangible force. Suddenly, a power outage plunged the house into complete darkness. Panic seized Henry's chest, his trembling hand fumbling for his flashlight. A tiny beam of light pierced the dark veil, offering a glimmer of hope. But as he scanned the room, his eyes widened in horror. In the corners of his vision, he saw movement, swift and elusive. Henry's heart raced, his mind unable to comprehend the nature of these shadowy apparitions. They flitted across the room, evading his gaze whenever he tried to focus on them. Desperation clung to his voice as he called out. The only response was the relentless storm, mocking him with its thunderous laughter. Driven by sheer terror, Henry mustered the courage to venture beyond the safety of his home. With flashlight in hand, he crept into the night, the rain pelting against his fragile frame. The darkened streets felt like an eerie labyrinth, every corner holding the promise of a lurking nightmare. As Henry navigated the dimly lit alleyways, he realized the shadows had followed him. They danced and twisted, whispering ancient secrets that chilled his very soul. Their presence was suffocating, an otherworldly darkness that transcended the absence of light. Exhausted and broken, Henry stumbled upon an old abandoned house. Its decaying facade seemed to beckon him, promising shelter from the encroaching darkness. He cautiously stepped inside, his flashlight casting eerie shadows on the walls. To his horror, he discovered he was not alone. The walls whispered in hushed tones, and the floor creaked with each step. The house pulsed with a sinister energy, as if it were alive and aware of his fears. Desperate to escape, Henry raced towards the exit, but the door slammed shut, trapping him inside. In the suffocating darkness, Henry's flashlight flickered, then died. Panic consumed him as he felt a cold breath on the back of his neck. The shadows converged, wrapping around him like icy tendrils. With a final scream, Henry was swallowed by the eternal darkness. His everyday fear consuming him whole. The next morning, the storm subsided, and the sun bathed Maplewood in its gentle warmth. The townspeople went about their lives, oblivious to the chilling tale that had unfolded within their midst.